Hi there, we all know that the solar system is a bizarre place with its alien planets, mysterious moons and strange phenomena that are so out of this world they elude explanation. Scientists have discovered ice-spewing volcanoes on Pluto, while Mars is home to a truly Grand Canyon the size of the United States. There may even be a giant, undiscovered planet lurking somewhere beyond Neptune. Read on to find out some of the strangest facts about planets, dwarf planets, comets and other incredible objects around the solar system. 1. Uranus is tilted on its side. Uranus appears to be a featureless blue ball upon first glance, but this gas giant of the outer solar system is pretty weird upon closer inspection. First, the planet rotates on its side for reasons scientists haven't quite figured out. The most likely explanation is that it underwent some sort of one or more titanic collisions in the ancient past. In any case, the tilt makes Uranus unique among the solar system planets. Uranus also has tenuous rings, which were confirmed when the planet passed in front of a star from Earth's perspective in 1977. As the star's light winked on and off repeatedly, astronomers realized there was more than just a planet blocking its starlight. More recently, astronomers spotted storms in Uranus's atmosphere several years after its closest approach to the Sun, when the atmosphere would have been heated the most. 2. Jupiter's moon Io has towering volcanic eruptions. Io's eruptions come from the immense gravity the moon is exposed to, being nestled in Jupiter's gravitational well. The moon's insides tense up and relax as it orbits closer to, and farther from, the planet, generating enough energy for volcanic activity. Scientists are still trying to figure out how heat spreads through Io's interior, though, making it difficult to predict where the volcanoes exist using scientific models alone. 3. Mars has the biggest volcano that we know of. Volcanoes on Mars can grow to such immense size because gravity is much weaker on the red planet than it is on Earth. But how those volcanoes came to be in the first place is not well known. There is a debate as to whether Mars has a global plate tectonic system and whether it is active. 4. Mars also has the longest valley. If you thought the Grand Canyon was big, that's nothing compared to Valles Marineris. At 2,500 miles (4,000 kilometers) long, this immense system of Martian canyons is more than 10 times as long as the Grand Canyon on Earth. Valles Marineris escaped the notice of early Mars spacecraft, which flew over other parts of the planet and was finally spotted by the global mapping mission Mariner 9 in 1971. And what a sight it was to miss. Valles Marineris is about as long as the United States. 5. Venus has super powerful winds. Venus is a hellish planet with a high temperature, high pressure environment on its surface. 10 of the Soviet Union's heavily shielded Venera spacecraft lasted only a few minutes on its surface when they landed there in the 1970s. 6. There is water ice everywhere. That said, we've spotted water ice all over the solar system. It's in permanently shadowed craters on Mercury and the Moon, although we don't know if there's enough to support colonies in those places. Mars also has ice at its poles, in frost and likely below the surface dust. Even smaller bodies in the solar system have ice: Jupiter's moon Europa, Saturn's moon Enceladus, and the dwarf planet Ceres, among others. 7. Spacecraft have visited every planet. We've been exploring space for more than 60 years, and have been lucky enough to get close-up pictures of dozens of celestial objects. Most notably, we've sent spacecraft to all of the planets in our solar system: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, as well as 2 dwarf planets, Pluto and Ceres. 8. There could be life in the solar system, somewhere. So far, scientists have found no evidence that life exists elsewhere in the solar system. But as we learn more about how extreme microbes live in underwater volcanic vents or in frozen environments, more possibilities open up for where they could live on other planets. These aren't the aliens people once feared lived on Mars, but microbial life in the solar system is a possibility. 9. Mercury is still shrinking. For many years, scientists believed that Earth was the only tectonically active planet in the solar system. That changed after the Mercury Surface, Space Environment, Geochemistry and Ranging Messenger spacecraft did the first orbital mission at Mercury, mapping the entire planet in high definition and getting a look at the features on its surface. 10. There are mountains on Pluto. Pluto is a tiny world at the edge of the solar system, so at first it was thought that the dwarf planet would have a fairly uniform environment. That changed when NASA's New Horizons spacecraft flew by there in 2015, sending back pictures that altered our view of Pluto forever. Destination Pluto, NASA's New Horizons mission in pictures. Among the astounding discoveries were icy mountains that are 11,000 feet (3,300 meters) high, indicating that Pluto must have been geologically active as little as 100 million years ago. But geological activity requires energy, and the source of that energy inside Pluto is a mystery. The Sun is too far away from Pluto to generate enough heat for geological activity, and there are no large planets nearby that could have caused such disruption with gravity. Finally, share the video if you liked it and make sure you hit subscribe.